I think we heard about this, didn't we? We know about the song. What's the legend? Oh, I think we heard about this as well. The winds that ought to blow. Yeah, heavens grew stagnant, earth fell to ruin. They saw a figure pierce through the unmoving grey clouds and descend swiftly toward them. Believing no ordinary being could fall from the heavens, the villagers called this figure a god. But it was just an old man with a paraglider. And the gods stood atop a hill day after day, longing to return home to their island in the heavens. The villagers, forgetting their own troubles, tried to carry the god home on their proud wings. Yet who could say how far it might be, this place this god came from? The Rito took flight in turn, each hoping to reach that place above the clouds. Alas, none had wings strong enough. Seeing this, the god told the leader of the village that returning to the heavens was possible if the Rito gathered materials, big platforms and missiles. Their spirits high, as well as, just mentally, the villagers set about doing so. The god nodded upon seeing the tall pile of materials. This, they understood, would be enough. The god poured a strange power into the pile and several small boats were assembled. Cautiously the villagers boarded, the small vessels began floating up into the air. He's the god of hot air balloons. The boats rose higher and higher, soon passing through the thick clouds. The vastness of the heavens took the villagers' breath away, and they all died. Floating islands dotted a clear blue sky. The villagers rejoiced songfully, and then with reluctance returned to earth, where they all died. One day, winds at the village roared back to life. In shock, the villagers looked to the sky. Floating above them was an enormous ship that God had sent in gratitude. Numerous oars on both sides began to move like wings, soundlessly churning the skies. Air blew across Hebra once again, the skies cleared, and blooming flowers rose from the ground, and then everyone died. The god had given them the blessing of wind. This ark that saved the village from catastrophe came to be known as the Stormwind Ark. Not exactly a page turner, but... You ever heard of Dan Brown? Amali. I'm drawing up a special menu for those out scavenging for food or investigating. Ingredients are hard to come by in this blizzard, but we're fine if we get a little creative with our cooking. With the right ingredients, a little food can go a long way. Or you end up making egg pudding. Yep. Hearth. Link, you're alright. Do I know you as well? I worried after I heard that you had gone missing. What happened? I went missing. So you're looking for Princess Zelda. Sorry to tell you that I haven't heard anything about her. She blocked me on WhatsApp. Our feathers are full dealing with a more immediate problem. Everyone from the village has left to scavenge for food or to investigate the cause of this terrible blizzard, and now no one's here to attend my open mic night. And all that has been hampered by the sky monsters that seem to be everywhere. We're spread too thin to deal with them properly on top of everything else. Sorry, bud. I don't think we're there yet, mate. Wish I could do more for you. Though, now that I think of it, maybe Tulin could help. He's got nothing better to fucking do. Oh right, you weren't around for it, but little Tulin has developed a way with wings that puts the adults to shame. Even in this vicious weather, he patrols the skies and reports all kinds of useful information. His wind gust technique is something to see. None of the rest of us can pull it off. Really? Sounds like something you should all be able to do. Even Stern Tiber acknowledges that Tulin's skill is a cut above. The kid does preen about it more than he should, but well, it's worth asking him at least. Last I saw him, he was with Gisane and Lysa on a trip to find food. Well, last I saw him, he was flying off in a huff. I think they were on their way to Hebra's South Summit Cave. That's to the northeast from here. Well, that's fucking confusing, isn't it? Yeah. Head to the northwest cave. Okay, you have to go southeast from here. The cave is past the cliff out front and up the mountain road. There should be a bonfire marking the spot, but if there isn't, you're fucked. Find the bonfire at the mouth of the cave and you'll be on your way to finding Tulin. And then put him on the bonfire and have dinner. God, you people talk a lot. Alright, well, we might be hitting yet another Skyview tower. Depends if it takes us around that way. Oh dear. That flag is not doing well in the frame rate. That's better. Unbelievable. What, the thing you're staring at, or what? Unbelievable that these huge things are raining down on us. What is happening up there in the skies? Oh, oops, I hadn't expected to meet a Hylian here. What are you doing in the mountains in this weather? Don't you see how cold it's gotten? Our feathers keep out the worst of it, but I'm not sure how you can stand the blizzard. I'm wearing your feathers. I've killed your countrymen. If you go further up this slope, you'll see the Hebra South Summit Cave. My friends are there now gathering provisions. There are glowing mushrooms and fish. Yeah. You're not one of the ones mentioned. You're Cecily. They keep a bonfire stoked at the cave. Yeah. Yep. You told me zero new information. See, that looks really close by, but it might not be. Hard to tell. A lot of brambles in the way too. No, really? Rossbro Pass. Well, my name is not Rossbro, but I would still like to pass. Rossbro Baptist Church. Oh god. What does that mean? I don't know. That's just what came to mind. I could probably burn this shit, right? That's the way to do it. Can I fly above it? Yeah, okay. So even if it doesn't get rid of it, that's all we needed. Well, we are mapping the fuck out of the place today. Just ascend to the top. That'll work the same way. I'm not sure how useful this one will be. I can't really see shit. It's going to like fill in the tiniest bit of the map. No, apparently I could see all of that. Alright. Makes sense. Mountains go up into sky. And back to there. Easier way to get there, isn't it? Be an easier way to reach the like top of the mountain, which I assume something's going to happen there eventually, but hang on, this is where I was. You said about... You fucking lied to me. Why was the thing there then? He said... Hebra South Summit Cave. But you won't tell me where that is. It's just that it's marked with bonfires. There, right, okay. Well, fuck. Can I rewind myself back? Oh, it's not worth it now, is it? I'll tell you what, since we've got a shit ton of them and we're not using them for much else. I'm barely noticing a speed increase if I'm honest, but I have to assume that's doing something. Is it your entire movement speed or just when you're sprinting? Nyahaha. You can fuck off. Ow. Twat features. Oh great. More of you. Mine. Oh, that was actually playing the animation I talked about, but I hit him too trigger finger happy. Okay, so up around that way. That didn't really give me much distance at all, but worth a shot, I suppose. Where you dumb kids at? Discovery. Stupid children. You're not a stupid child. Suppose it's good he's not literally here on his own. Didn't think I'd be seeing anyone else in these mountains anytime soon, what with the blizzard and all. I'm here because it's a good place to find food for my people. Why are you here? Same reason. Looking for Tulin here? Oh yeah, no, I meant that. He's father in this cave with Gassane. I'm not going to show you the way. I need to keep an eye on what we've amassed so far. Be on your guard, there's a creature in the cave that hops around on the walls. Probably won't bother you if you stay away from it. It's one of them damn frogs. I'll bet anything. Fuck all this shit. Fuck dealing with it. Basically. Ooh, new fish. Keeps the body cool. Well, we'll probably need that eventually. I see. Yeah, it is a bit. See, I told you one of these would be a big fucking hole. Phew. Easy does it. Is that gonna spread or yeah, okay. Good, good. Ah, so not one of the frogs, but a dirty monkey instead. How do you feel about fire? You're not mad keen on it, are you? Is there not a massive pool of water right behind you? No? Survival of the thickest. That doesn't make any sense in this instance. It's the opposite of that. Well, this seems prepped entirely for the pinecone trick, so I guess we do that. But first, more you fish. That would suck if you had none of the pine cones and you just had to try and climb up that the old-fashioned way. I would hope they're kind enough that that's what's in a bunch of the what's in the barrels, but cruel if not. Yeah. Evil creatures of rock and stone. Dead now. Well, I'm very glad that there's been no more dislike likes so far. Sane, what are we going to do with that boy? It's just like him to fly off on his own and leave all the food we collected behind. Then why do you keep bringing him on these trips? Well, I'll be. What's a Hylian doing all the way up here in such a fierce blizzard? I should just write the answer on my forehead at this point, shouldn't I? You're here to talk to Tulin, eh? You just missed him, unfortunately. Our task was to scavenge food. Yeah, I know. But we just saw a flock of monsters fly past outside the cave. Same ones that have been sighted around the village lately. We should return right away to report them, but Tulin clearly wasn't listening at all. He said, I'm going to follow them back to their nest, and flew off alone before I could protest. Incidentally, I'm trying to be a poet. If you leave the cave and head north, you can spot a lone cedar tree on Tolonto Peak. That's where we saw the monsters. That's not much of a landmark. I know he thinks he's unbeatable, but he really shouldn't be taking these chances. Who could have ever guessed that the arrogant, abrasive child character has gone off and landed themselves in the shit? Oh, if that's it, then that is actually quite easy to see, yeah. Suppose when there is only one tree, that does make it easier. Nonetheless, I'm going to put a pin there because I can't be trusted. Ah, no more axes. Okay, that's a pain. A sword can do it, presumably? Actually, what am I doing? We worked this out ages ago. At least I thought we did, but... There we go. Ah. You're a bit of a bigger problem. I could take them, but, yeah, why bother when you can stealth around them? Well, it could be fun, yes, but, you know. Ah! There are other things we will have to face, so no shortage of enemies. Oh wow, you can skip the whole eating animation, I suppose. Oh, and now you become regular Rocky Man. I'm running out of rock hammers as well, actually. Where are you, you little shit? Turn this entire mountain around and go home. Stupid monster. What, Link? Where did you come from? You see, that rotten monster took my good bow. Oh, that's too bad. Anyway, time to go home. See, that's the bow napper. Yeah. And that's the bow. I've got to get it back. Help me out, Link. No. Really? Thanks. Did ya? No, I can blow a strong gust of wind anywhere I feel like. That's nothing to be proud of. Just means there's too much fibre in your diet. I'll do it for you too. That way you can glide over to where that monster went. I'd rather just make my own way there, to be honest. Just tell me where to point the gust and I'll make it for you. Tulin's power of wind. Yeah, you think it's a power now. In 40 years it'll be bowel cancer. Anyway, when Tulin's aura is charged, he can create a stream of wind that blows straight forward. This can be used for bursts of speed while paragliding. Let's go. Oh, I see. Sure, fuck it. Is that it? Nope. Yeah. Okay. Glowstone says this is the best one. Very helpful. Well, I was just thinking on the climb up here that Rivali's Gale was basically essential when you got it. It just... although I suppose that's kind of been replaced with Ascend now. Although you just need a surface above you. Yeah, and this one's horizontal as opposed to vertical. But yeah, it's alright, I guess. There we go. I owe you big time, Link. Without you, my bow might have been lost for good. Uh-oh. Not 3 more of them. Oh, not even 3 more of them. Just these guys. Right, they're not going to make a fool out of me twice. What do you mean? Let's go get them together. Oh, right, I see. Yeah, they won't make a fool out of me if I get someone else to do it. Are you... Oh, you are actually helping fight. I wondered if you were just in the way. Don't mind me. Oh, okay. We did it. Yeah, we did. Hey, look, I think this might have been a hideout for those monsters. Oh god, now what? Was that the wind? I don't know. It seemed more like radioactive particles in the air. It couldn't have been. There's no way. It must have been something else. Like radioactive particles in the air. Hey, we just remembered that we can fly, so we thought we'd come after you. That was some impressive teamwork, you two. So impressive we didn't bother helping. You saw that, Hearth. Talk about embarrassing. And you would know with your hair. I didn't listen when Gassane tried to stop me. I thought I could handle it, but I just ended up losing my favourite bow to those stupid things. I thought I was fully fledged, but there's probably no way I could have gotten it back on my own. I'm nothing but a shitty little feather fuck. I bet now you see why we're treating you like a small prick. Chick. Yeah. You were right, it really is important to work as a fluck. I think I finally get what Dad has been trying to tell me all this time. Is that all there is to this story? It seems unlike you to let your bow to be taken, Tulin. I thought he was saying that just because he was bored and he wanted to go home. Oh yeah, funny story about that. Oh god. There was this whole thing with Princess Zelda. I spotted her getting attacked by a monster. It was such a surprise that I dropped my guard and it stole my bow. I'm pressing X to doubt. But I guess she was fine because then she zoomed up above that cloud. Right, as she does. Princess Zelda flew above the cloud? How can that be? What the fuck are you smoking, kid? Seems like a stretch. But we're not going to get to the bottom of it sitting around here. We're standing around here. Link came out here looking for Princess Zelda. If you're making up shit, we'll beat you silly. You should go with him and investigate the cloud you say the princess soared into. But I thought I wasn't allowed in the cloud. Well, now you are allowed in the cloud. We think it's likely that the blizzard is coming from inside that cloud after all. Okay? I mean, you keep saying cloud, but you're talking about like the fucking tornado thing. Yeah, that's a bit more than a cloud, isn't it? I think it's safe to say the awful wind-based weather phenomena is coming from that, yeah. I want to see for myself as soon as I can, but the strong winds make any approach from the sides impossible. The only way in is through the top, but your special move only goes forwards. There's not a Rito alive capable of crossing this stormy sky and making it all the way there. Well, except for one. I was about to say. Oh. I'm talking about you, Tulin. But his goes horizontal. Rivali's was the one that goes up. Only you have the skill and training to create gusts at will. Tulin will be the finest Rito warrior of all once he understands the value of working with his allies. You know who said that to me? Fucking no one. Get owned. Your old dad, Tima. Dad said that? No. Yep, and I'll make sure he knows what you accomplished here today, eventually. Now it's time you go with Link to find Princess Zelda and whatever's causing this blizzard and just leave us the fuck alone. No problem, the two of us together have got this. Apparently I don't get a say in this. Consent isn't important when you're mute. I saw Princess Zelda up on the Sky Islands near Hebra Peak. Let's check there first. Sure, not like I might have had something to do or any kind of appointment. And now I have a let's go button. Falcon Punch bow. It's weird that you wouldn't think those are better than the construct bows, but they are apparently. Right. Into the eye of the storm and all that shit. We got about 15 minutes to do this, so totally doable. Right. Do the thing that you do. You're gonna say that every time. You can do it like in midair from your own stead, then that's helpful. Because it's going to be more useful, I think, when I've misjudged the distance of gliding somewhere. And I just need a bit more oomph. Oh, fuck me, that was a bit close. Can I put cleats on the bottom of these boots? Why don't you guys sell crampons? See, now would have been a good time to go back to the tower. Yeah, it feels a bit like cheating now. Also, it's not as close as I thought it. No, do it the proper way. Which means dealing with all these guys. Yeah, that is pretty handy. Oh, hang on a second. No. That'd be a bit too easy. Hello, mate. I technically missed, but it's not embarrassing because I still won. Can't quite ascend into that. I will say, it's helpful with the paraglider, but when it comes to just climbing around, you become a very condescending presence, it must be said. Just look what I can do with my wings while you're climbing around here, sweating. I don't even have to flap my wings, apparently. Not quite sure how that works. You gonna drop snowballs on me? Is that what's happening? Oh, well, if you could have done that the whole time. Getting fucking upstaged by this little bird shit kid. Right. Moving on up. What the hell? Who are you? Why are you here? Huck? God, I haven't heard that name in a while, and that brings back bad memories. If only it were possible to find out what's inside of this blizzard. Oh. Why, if it isn't Tulin, I was too focused on the cloud to notice you. But if you've come here, that means... Yes, they said I could go up there. I knew it. Something told me you were the best one for this mission. Everyone has admired your windcast technique ever since you first demonstrated it. You may be the only Rito capable of rising above that cloud to find the truth among the turbulent skies. Give it your best shot. I'll be here watching your return in turn. There, Anks. Between Link and me, you won't be disappointed. It's the altitude that makes us all speak like this now. Look at these big cubes. Every little helps. I kind of wish it could kick in a bit quicker than that, but it's annoying that you have to press it sort of twice, but needs must. Oh dear. Fuck that up. You might actually not need to press it twice, depending. Aha. Did you just teleport in? Swear to God. You're really making a mockery of everything if you're the best flying bird ever, but you can also just fucking teleport. Okay. You just did it again, didn't you, you little shit? I was going to say we were getting there, but there's still quite a long way to go, actually. Yeah, you better hope so. Hopefully this is like 75% of the way there. Nope. Rising Island Chain. Ah, boats. They were boats.
Hey.
Link, it was around here that I saw Princess Zelda. But now I don't know where she could have gone. Hmm? Boat? What is that? It a boat? You never done seen a boat before? I guess you haven't. Cool. And the oars are feathers. Don't oi me. Look at that. I've seen it, mate. All right. Yeah, it's a boat. So you know what a boat is. Come on, quickly. You keep standing around here. The radiation's going to kill us. Sorry, I've got a 12-year-old sense of humour. Whose voice was that? What the fuck? Was it coming from somewhere up there? I think we better go, Link. I'm not into this anymore. Ooh. I did see that thing inside the cloud. It's a big boat. Many boats. Glowstone says I also laughed at the same bit. Yeah, it's hard not to. Yeah. Tons of these little flying boats. You know what it reminds me of? Transformers. What? It just reminds me of it. But why? What bit? It doesn't matter what bit, Link. It just reminds me of it. Okay. You're fucking weird, Dylan. A line of ships soaring, built as a passage skyward. The god ascended to heaven, leaving behind it. Yeah, I've heard this. This whole thing is just like the Song of the Stormwind arc, which I don't believe in. Almost like I'm going on my own Stormwind character arc.
Oh.
Was that children's song true after all? I don't give a shit. You heard that strange voice too, right, Link? I'm sure I heard it say come to me. It's like it was calling us up there. Yes. That's the only thing that word could have meant. I don't see anything around here that would lead us to Princess Zelda. Maybe she went over to that ship. Well, then you do see something that could lead us to there. Well, nowhere to go but up. Come on. What do you mean, come on? I was going up, and then you dragged me back down here to look at this poxy ship. Much of my hatred towards you is just because you are a child. It's not fair, but that is the truth of it, and I acknowledge it. Fuck me! Give me some warning. Jesus Christ! I just thought that was another platform. I didn't know we had trampolines now. It wasn't even a trampoline until you landed on it. Okay, that's a thing. Well, that'll probably speed things up at least. And that's handy placement as a checkpoint, so we can do that and then be on our... That was a bit too far. On our merry way. Watch me fuck this bit up now. Just trying to get up here. Oh god. My arm kiss. My arm kiss. No, I'm not going to kiss your arm. My arm kiss. No. Not even if you pay me. That's certainly a map feature. Already made the joke about crumbling Farah Missoula, I think, so. Downward force. Do you mean my life? Right. Oh, boat-based, is it? And something to do with that. Does that trigger with... Yes. Okay. Imagine if that was it. Ah, notably, Featherboy don't come in here with me. I assume he's there because you need a bow. And in case you entered here with none. That's how you do it. Ah. Well, trampolines are some fun new tech. Didn't expect that. If we get a ground pound move at some point, that would be doubly powerful, unless we just go straight through. I feel like the Gorons are going to have a ground pound. It's whether we can learn it or not. And no fall damage doing it this way either. Oh yeah, went a bit too high there, didn't it? Although, I'm probably meant to hit that, aren't I? Naha. Naha, if you were a Korok. Is there hidden shit in this middle bit? No, there isn't. Okay. Nice. Quick but fun. Light and airy. Now we got enough for an upgrade, which is also a nice full circle from when we talked about that at the start of the stream. Especially now, if we're introducing bird assistance and trampolines, then I think I'll definitely be putting it towards health. Because we now have multiple ways to help our climbing. But yeah, I suppose we didn't actually need the shrine for a checkpoint, did we? I was thinking of fast travel points, but that's a good place to checkpoint. Because, yeah, geez, there is a lot still to go. And next time, the big boat in the sky. It's like the Bible story of Noah, but they've made it significantly more metal by putting him in the middle of a fucking hurricane.